The age of criminal responsibility is a subject of considerable debate worldwide. At its core, it pertains to the age at which an individual is deemed legally capable of being held accountable for their actions under criminal law. This age varies significantly from one jurisdiction to another, reflecting differences in societal values, legal traditions, and approaches to juvenile justice. In many countries, the age of criminal responsibility hovers between 10 and 14 years. For instance, in England and Wales, it is set at 10, while in Germany, it is 14. These thresholds are often criticized for being either too low or too high, with arguments centering on the maturity and cognitive development of children. Proponents of a lower age argue that children can understand right from wrong at an earlier stage, while critics contend that young offenders often lack the capacity to fully grasp the consequences of their actions. The debate frequently touches on broader ethical and practical considerations. Is it fair to subject a child to the same legal framework as an adult? On the one hand, accountability is an essential element of justice. On the other, a punitive approach may ignore the root causes of a child's behavior, such as neglect, trauma, or socioeconomic hardship. In addition, there is a growing emphasis on rehabilitation over punishment for young offenders. Advocates of this perspective argue that early intervention and support can prevent recidivism and enable children to reintegrate into society as law-abiding citizens. Programs focused on education, counseling, and skill development are often cited as more effective alternatives to incarceration. Another critical factor is the international context. Organizations like the United Nations have called for a minimum age of criminal responsibility that aligns with principles of child rights. The UN Committee on the Rights of the Child recommends setting this age at 14 or higher, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding children's welfare while holding them accountable in a manner appropriate to their age and circumstances. In conclusion, the age of criminal responsibility is not merely a legal benchmark. It is a reflection of how societies balance justice, compassion, and the protection of young individuals. Striking the right balance requires ongoing dialogue and a commitment to both evidence-based policies and the best interests of the child.